So hello and welcome everyone to this video tutorial. Here in this video, we will give a brief introduction to Python programming. So we start off this video by understanding what is Python and where we can use it. After this, we will discuss some of the key features of Python and we will also discuss what makes Python different from other programming languages. In the last, we will discuss about some of the major companies that are using Python. So let's start off with the very first topic. Now to interact with computers and computer programs, we need a common language. And this language in the software world is commonly known as programming language. Now by using a programming language, we can construct effective programs and build solutions like games, mobile applications and websites. So basically Python is a high level object oriented programming language. It is quite popular because it contains all the necessary components for developing solutions that are currently dominating the software industry. We will discuss these applications further in this video. Now Python has been created by a Dutch programmer named Guido van Rossum in early 1980s and its official release was made in February 20, 1991. Moreover, Python is also known as a general purpose programming language because it can be utilized in almost every industry. So let us discuss some of the key areas of application of Python. Now Python can be used to create a wide range of software applications in a variety of industries. Companies like Google and Dropbox are using Python as one of their core languages. Similarly, Python also helps in building complicated web applications. There are many Python-based frameworks available in the market. For example, Flask, Django, and Pyramid is also there. These frameworks helps in managing the backend functionality of a web application. And companies like Instagram, Mozilla, and National Geographic are some of the examples which are using Django framework, which is a Python-based web framework. So just like web development, Python also offers a wide variety of tools and packages for creating games. And there are many examples like World of Tanks, Sims 4, and even EVE Online are created using Python. Now, Python is among the few programming languages that are also utilized for creating artificial intelligence and machine learning solutions. So, Python's flexibility, stability, and power makes it a perfect solution for both ML and AI. Companies like Microsoft, Apple, and even Facebook are using Python for developing their AI ML solutions. Now, many companies in a recent time started gathering data and analyzing the components that can aid in efficient operation of their business. And Python helps to take advantage of its sophisticated libraries like Pandas, NumPy, etc. So companies like Spotify and Netflix are using Python for analyzing their data. Now after this, let's discuss some of the key features that Python offers. So the syntax of using Python is quite similar to that of English. So learning and programming in Python is quite easy and simple. Additionally, Python is an open source project, which simply means that its source code is publicly available and it also encourages the users to contribute back to the project. And Python is also freely available for personal as well as commercial use. Now Python is also an object oriented language, so we can utilize the notion of object and classes using Python, and it also enables programmers to write reusable code and develop application with less code. Now Python is also portable in nature. It simply means it can operate in variety of platforms including Windows, Linux, Mac, and even Raspberry Pi, and most of them already have Python interpreter installed and we can easily run Python file on any of the platform. Now Python has a huge community support which provides a vast number of libraries that can be used easily to solve the software requirement. So libraries like PyPDF2, PythonDoc can be used together to create an application for working with PDFs as well as Word files. Now Python is also a dynamically typed programming language. So the type of data stored in a Python variable determines the data type. There is no need to specify data type followed by the variable name before using it. This saves a lot of time and space required for writing software. Moreover, Python is an interpreted language, which means it executes code line by line and the developer gets error in a sequence of code. So we can implement both manual as well as automation testing using Python. Next, let's discuss how Python is different from other programming languages. So very first difference is in its supportive community. So basically community plays a huge role in the development of any open source project. Now Python was invented around 30 years ago in 1991, and in this lengthy period Python has evolved to the point where it can accommodate developers of all levels from basic to expert. Now second difference which makes Python special is it corporation support. Now when a company basically supports a programming language, it expands quicker. For example, Facebook supports PHP, Oracle supports Java, Microsoft supports Visual Basic and C Sharp. Similarly, companies like Amazon's AWS, Google, and even Facebook supports the use of Python programming language, and they also utilize it in some of their major projects. For example, Google utilizes it for YouTube. Now, Python's vast scope also makes it different from other programming languages. It is being used by students of standard 8 to professionals of very giant companies like NASA and even Tesla. Moreover, Python covers almost all of the IT, whether it is desktop, websites, mobile application, data analysis, machine learning, and even artificial intelligence. Now, Python has been loved by most of the companies in today's time because it is freely available, easy to learn, and can be used on all type of works like application development, web development, automation, artificial intelligence, and even machine learning. So for example, Tesla uses artificial intelligence to determine the objects in its path, and Python and R are the two programming languages as if now that suppose artificial intelligence. So Tesla basically uses Python for implementing the artificial intelligence. Similarly, Microsoft also uses Python, and it is also an active donor for Python Software Foundation. So Python Software Foundation is responsible for maintaining the Python. Apart from that, Microsoft also created the Python extension for their Visual Studio Code, and it is also actively spreading awareness about Python. Next, Uber is also a well-known rental taxi service. So Uber uses GeoPy library of Python to calculate the distance over the geographical area. Similarly, NASA also uses Python programming language to tackle some of their complicated tasks. So as I told you, Google utilizes Python in some of their major projects. For example, Google App Engine has been created using Python, and YouTube, being a product of Google, also utilizes Python for various operations. So with this, we have come to the end of this video. In the next video, we will understand how we can install Python locally in our system. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.